Before this video gets started, I just wanted to say thank you to all channel members for supporting the channel. It truly means a lot. If you want to become a channel member, hit the link down in the description. Now, let's get on with today's video.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Pineapple Swayer 10 bringing you guys a Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video. We're going to be discussing about something that's a little controversial in the community, but if you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing. And today we're going to be talking about, did Sweet Baby Inc. ruin Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? I literally get this comment every day of people complaining and writing that Sweet Baby Inc. ruined this game, that they made it DEI, that they made it woke, and that they pushed all these narratives. And there's just a lot of things that I have to read on a daily basis. So I felt like, from what I know, I'm just gonna, answer and speak on from what I know. Starting off, which is, the obvious thing is that Sweet Baby Inc. did not ruin Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. We've seen Sweet Baby Inc. work on countless numbers of games that have been successes. Like, for example, God of War and the most notable one, Spider-Man 2. Those games have done really, really well, but obviously people still like to complain and say that the story was woke, or that they wrote this woke story. But the thing is, here's the thing: people don't seem to understand that Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't actually write stories. They don't write games. They don't create games. If you guys want to point the finger at someone and blame someone for writing this game, that would be Sefton Hill, who was Rocksteady's former leader and game director, who ended up jumping ship halfway through the project because he knew the game was going to fail. Sweet Baby Inc., however, did help with the game's post-launch content, but they had nothing to do with the game's main story, which I think is why people complain a lot about the game's post-launch content, because they try to complain that Joker, Freeze, and Lawless are all DEI and woke, which I don't know. I think that whole thing is stupid, but it's really just a matter of Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't write stories. So when you guys comment these things that, oh, they wrote this woke game, they're actually not writing the game. According to Google, we're bringing out the Google definition, they do not write games, but they do consult on video game narratives. So they want to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion in their games, which those three words right there could start an entire war in my comment section. So, it goes back to the same point. Did Sweet Baby Inc. ruin Rocksteady? Did it ruin Suicide Squad? And I would have to say no, because we've seen games be perfectly fine that have been consulted by them. And obviously, some people, they just don't want to deal with that stuff, which I could totally understand. But then some people will say that we need it more in video games. It's just one whole big debate that I think just kind of leads nowhere. I don't think it hurts the game. I don't think it helps the game. I think it's just a fine middle ground of, if they want this certain thing in the game, then they can have it. Because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. We're getting on video games to have fun and just to play, and just have a good time. Story, narrative, whatever shouldn't really matter to us. As long as we're having fun, that's all that really matters. But, it's just at the same time, too, I've seen, a lot of people give Rocksteady a lot of trouble for having Sweet Baby Inc. on a project, but they only helped with the game's post-launch content. And judging by the game's post-launch content, a lot of it was cut. We didn't even really get to see it play out. So, it's most of their work was scrapped, probably because of the backlash from the fans, seeing that they were in fact on the project. But it's also too that people need to just sort of do some research, before they start pointing fingers. If you guys really want to get angry at someone for the writing of this game and the story and the disrespect to the Arkhamverse, then you should obviously look at Sefton Hill, because he's the one who wrote this game, and he didn't have any help. It was just him writing it and changing up the story constantly. And like what I said, Sweet Baby Inc., they do not write games. They just decide, what is best or what narrative they want to follow. And obviously, too, I don't think that is honestly enough to ruin a game, because, a narrative at the end of the day shouldn't hurt a fun and well-played game. This game has a lot more problems than Sweet Baby Inc., in all honesty, and I don't think Sweet Baby Inc. ruined Rocksteady or ruined Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I think the biggest problem with this game, and if you guys want to complain story, was WB just sort of giving Sefton Hill a free pass in terms of writing because they thought they were untouchable from the Arkham series. Now, on to the next thing. None of this really matters now because Sefton Hill is gone, and I highly doubt Sweet Baby Inc. will be brought back for their next project, which, their next Batman Arkham game. And even today, as I'm making this video, Rocksteady is looking for a new game director to bring onto the project for their next game, which is exciting because, they can maybe find someone to get them right back to where they were and who they were. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I get this comment literally every day of people complaining about Sweet Baby Inc. And it's just like, they did not write the game. They didn't even write the main story. They helped with post-launch content. And now, it's obvious that almost all of the post-launch content was entirely scrapped because obviously WB ended production in March and they just didn't have time to finish it. So, yeah, and if you guys want someone to complain about the game's story and disrespecting the Arkhamverse, don't complain to Rocksteady and don't complain about Sweet Baby Inc. Complain about Sefton Hill and WB. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I'm sure there's someone in the comment section that's still going to debate with me, but you can literally look this up. It is common knowledge. So, yeah. Anyways, though, this is Bountiful Sway. Have a great day, everybody, and peace out.